WJLA 24/7 News. On your side at 2 starts now.
If, and this is a big if, the Wizards and Caps are in fact moving to Alexandria, the very earliest that could happen is at least 2028. But the ripple effects of those changes could begin to be felt in the region's real estate market a lot sooner. Joining us this afternoon is Corey Burr with TTR Sotheby's International Realty. Corey, it's great to have you with us. Let's talk about this sort of in the abstract if we can, because there's so much between now and them ever actually, turning dirt on a new arena. But what are your immediate impressions? If this does go through, if the Caps and the Wiz go to Northern Virginia, what does that do to real estate in the District of Columbia? The mayor and council thought enough that they offered $500 million worth of inducements to try and get them to stay. What do you think?
I think this is a big, wonderful, possible deal for the Commonwealth, and it puts a lot of pressure on the District of Columbia government. It's going to be a great loss of tax revenue, not only for just the arena, but all the businesses associated with it nearby. And I can't help but think that when Mr. Poland sold these two franchises to Ted Leonsis, part of it was to keep these in the District of Columbia. And I can't see anything but this is a little bit of an abdication of that civic responsibility that Mr. Poland felt. That being said, business is business, and this is just an incredible opportunity for Ted Leonsis.
Let's talk about Virginia on the other side of the coin. If the district is the loser, Virginia, I'm thinking then is the winner. But what does it do if I'm, if I live within 5 miles of this place and I have to sell my house at some point? What am I looking at, do you think?
Well, it further cements Northern Virginia and the Commonwealth as the power behind the region's economic growth. And that's good for owners of residential real estate. Sure, there are going to be some logistical problems with traffic when there are events, but I think that it's going to be well planned enough, and I think enough people will use the metro to get off at the new arena, that it's not going to be a bad quality of life type of thing. I just think that these neighborhoods around Northern Virginia are going to benefit greatly from it.
And back to the district then, because it's in a very commercial part of the city, but you don't have to go far to get into residential neighborhoods there. Is there an effect on the values in those places? Many people would say, frankly, we're glad to get rid of the traffic and all the congestion that comes with it. But what about at the bottom line of a real estate transaction?
Well, it deals with quality of life. And even though, yes, there might be added people downtown and traffic and things like that, it helps the tax base. And that tax base goes everything from public security to schools, streets, etc. I can't help but think that this puts so much pressure on the mayor and the city government, the city council, that they've got to come up with some bold, innovative ideas. Even if many people in the district think that those ideas are going to benefit certain individuals, it's really to the point where they need to re-envision what downtown Washington is going to look like in the next 5, 10, 20 years. They've got an amazing opportunity to do it because of this kind of decision and with the federal government's policy of having people work at home.
I guess it does have to be viewed as an opportunity. Corey, while I've got you, I'd rather be lucky than good on this, but we just learned from the Federal Reserve that the Board of Governors is going to leave rates unchanged. That's the interest rates that are charged to banks. But then they forecast 3 cuts next year. Lower interest rates, it would seem to me, would be the fuel for the real estate business and market. If people were waiting to make a move, lower interest rates would be a pretty good inducement to do something.
Most definitely. This is music to our ears. Our market got very much frozen this year, and having lower interest rates is just going to loosen everything up. It's going to make it easier for sellers to sell their properties and move to other properties, and it's going to get buyers from all different price levels to be able to afford properties more readily. So that's really terrific news right now.
Corey Burr with TTR Sotheby's International Realty, and I got a twofer on that, and I appreciate it. Many thanks.
Thank you.